Settle in, folks. Get your popcorn ready, because tonight we're diving headfirst into the wonderfully weird world of one of the most talked about figures on the planet. Tonight, it's a transatlantic roast, a no-holds-barred comedic takedown. We're bringing together the sharpest wits from both sides of the pond to deliver the zingers of the man who put the odd in Rocket God. He dreams of Mars, but sometimes seems to live on another planet entirely. Elon Musk and his electric circus Tesla, the company that promised to revolutionize transportation, one electric car at a time. Is Tesla zooming to the future, leading the charge in sustainable technology, or just making a lot of noise before it conks out? Are those promises of self-driving cars just a little overblown? The share price has been a soap opera, a roller coaster of highs and lows that would make even the most seasoned investor queasy. Explosive, dramatic, unpredictable. It's enough to give a Wall Street analyst a permanent case of the jitters, and not always for the right reasons. Sometimes it feels like the news cycle is powered by Tesla-related drama. Elon tweets often at odd hours, cars get recalled, sometimes for reasons that seem straight out of a sitcom, and the competition is quietly making cars that actually work. Reliable, dependable, dare we say boring? It's like watching a tightrope walker balancing innovation with, well, let's just call it eccentricity. Juggle flaming torches over a shark tank, all while trying to invent a new kind of unicycle. Except the walker is live tweeting the whole thing, every wobble, every near disaster, broadcast to millions. Jimmy, I know you love a billionaire meltdown. It's practically your bread and butter, especially when their kids are named after Wi-Fi passwords or experimental rocket fuel. You never know with that guy. The big question, is this a minor pothole, a temporary setback on the road to technological utopia? Or are the wheels coming off for good? Is this the beginning of the end, or just another chapter in the ongoing saga? Tonight we dissect, analyze, scrutinize, and most importantly, laugh at Musk's expense. Because let's face it, sometimes you just have to laugh. Because if you can't laugh at a billionaire's public struggles, especially when they're self-inflicted, what can you laugh at? So buckle up, folks. It's going to be a wild ride. Let's dive into the roller coaster that is Tesla's stock price. Buckle up, because it's been a wild ride, full of unexpected twists and turns. We're going to unpack what's been happening and try to make sense of the ups and downs. Tesla's stock, once a high-flying rocket, soaring to unprecedented heights, now feels more like a bottle rocket fizzling out prematurely. The initial explosive growth seems to have lost some of its momentum. The question is, why this sudden change in trajectory? Investors are sweating bullets, watching their portfolios shrink before their very eyes. The red ink is spreading, and the mood is definitely turning anxious. The optimism that once surrounded Tesla seems to be fading, replaced by uncertainty and concern. And Elon's advice to calm the storm is basically, don't panic. A simple message, but is it enough to reassure jittery investors? Can his words truly stem the tide of market anxieties? Right after tweeting a cat meme, of course. A move that certainly raises eyebrows and leaves many wondering about the seriousness of the situation. Is it a sign of nonchalance, or simply Elon's unique way of communicating? Wall Street's utterly baffled, scratching their heads and trying to decipher the method to this madness. The usual analytical tools seem inadequate in the face of such unconventional behavior. Dodging the falling debris of Tesla's rapidly declining valuation. It's a financial freefall, and no one seems quite sure where the bottom is. The market is struggling to find a stable footing amidst the volatility. One day, Tesla is hailed as the future of transportation, a beacon of innovation and sustainability. The cars are sleek, electric, and promise a revolution in how we move. The next, it's a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of the risks inherent in even the most promising ventures. The narrative shifts from triumph to potential trouble, leaving observers to wonder what went wrong. The company's value has plummeted so dramatically, wiping out billions in market capitalization. The sheer scale of the decline is staggering, leaving many to question the long-term viability of the company's ambitious plans. They might start offering buy one, get three free just to move inventory. A humorous, albeit slightly desperate, thought that reflects the current state of affairs. Could such drastic measures be necessary to revive demand? Elon's management style can be summed up as tweet first, meticulously plan later. A seemingly chaotic approach that keeps everyone on their toes, but also raises concerns about strategic decision-making. Major policy changes announced in a mere 280 characters. Important decisions that impact the entire company distilled into brief, often cryptic pronouncements on social media. Imagine finding out you're working from Mars next week via Twitter. A far-fetched scenario perhaps, but it highlights the unpredictable nature of Elon's announcements and the potential for sudden sweeping changes. He's undeniably a maverick, a visionary who dares to challenge conventional wisdom. His unconventional approach has led to groundbreaking innovations and disrupted entire industries. But sometimes it feels like he's just making it up as he goes along, improvising on the fly. A seat-of-the-pants approach that can be both exhilarating and unnerving, like a toddler gleefully playing with a billion-dollar train set, seemingly without a care in the world. The stakes are high, but the approach sometimes feels surprisingly carefree. Let's crash this one just to see what happens. What's the worst that could happen? And now, let's paint this one bright purple because why not? A whimsical decision that defies logic, but adds a touch of unexpected flair. Shareholders must absolutely love that level of unpredictability and whimsical decision-making. It certainly keeps things interesting, if not always profitable. Board meetings must be a fascinating spectacle to behold. A clash of perspectives, where traditional business acumen meets Elon's unconventional vision. Elon, about the profits, we need to address the declining revenue streams and the increasing expenses. Silence, I've got a new idea. A car that runs on memes and good vibes. It'll be revolutionary. It's undeniably bold, if nothing else. A testament to Elon's unwavering belief in his own ideas, no matter how outlandish they may seem. Almost as bold as thinking people genuinely desire a truck that appears to have lost a brutal fight with a particularly aggressive can opener. A design choice that continues to baffle and amuse in equal measure. Calling it a management style is generous. It's more like a suggestion box he yells into. Let's talk recalls. Doors that fly open, bonnets that pop up, touch screens that go blank. Less a car, more an escape room on wheels. Buy a Tesla, win a free tow truck ride. Software recalls. Because apparently, even the tech isn't safe. It's like a bakery recalling bread because it's made of cement. Meanwhile, the press and motoring journalists are getting nervous. Elon's response? Insult the critics on Twitter. Always a winning move. It's a masterclass in alienating customers and tanking your share price. Maybe he should stick to rockets. At least those explode in the desert, not on the M25. Let's not forget the layoffs, thousands out of a job, often finding out via impersonal emails. That's not just bad PR, it's bad form. And the Cybertruck, designed by someone who watched too many 80s sci-fi movies, stainless steel, shows every fingerprint, and the unbreakable windows smashed twice. Meanwhile, traditional car companies are quietly making electric vehicles that actually work. They have paint that stays on and customer service that doesn't involve being insulted by the CEO. Who knew experience mattered in the car industry? Elon's leadership is unpredictable. 1 minute a genius, the next tweeting about dog coins. Is there an adult in charge? Or just Elon, a case of Red Bull and a Twitter account? Today, affordable EVs. Tomorrow, robotaxis. Next week, platypus-shaped submarines. Stay tuned. The press is having a field day. Every Tesla hiccup is headline news. Tesla combusts. Autopilot heads for orbit. It's almost a sport. Elon keeps feeding the machine he can't help himself. Legendary pronouncements. Funding secured at $420. Just a tiny SEC misunderstanding. Full self-driving. Always next year for 5 years running. My toaster has a better update schedule. Criticism? You're a hater or you just don't get his genius. It's a bold PR move. Insult your customers into buying. The cult of personality worked for a while, but now the cracks are showing literally and figuratively. The emperor's clothes are looking a bit threadbare and possibly flammable. Jimmy, you're on fire, like a Tesla battery in the sun, but I can top that. Tesla's quality control is so lax. I heard they found a live badger in the glove box. The badger gave it 2 stars. You expect luxury, not something assembled by squirrels on a deadline. The autopilot? More like maybe pilot. Sometimes it just wants to take the scenic route, through a hedge. Elon says it's safer than a human driver. Maybe if the human's blindfolded. Tesla's so far behind on promises, they're in a different time zone. Promised 1 million robotaxis by 2020. It's 2025 and the only robotaxis are Roombas, panel gaps you could lose a child in. Order a red Tesla, get a door in artistic variation. It's amazing what you can get away with when you claim you're saving the planet. My kid's Lego car has better build quality. So, Jimmy, as we wrap up this whirlwind tour of Elon's escapades, what's next for Elon? What grand scheme is brewing in that brilliant, yet occasionally chaotic mind of his? The possibilities, as always, seem limitless. Will he pull a rabbit out of a hat, conjuring up some technological marvel we never even dreamed of? Or will the hat catch fire? Will his ambition outstrip reality, leading to another spectacular, albeit fiery, crash landing? Maybe a Tesla submarine that makes toast, a bizarre yet strangely compelling invention that only Elon could conceive. Or perhaps he'll start charging us to breathe internet air on X, monetizing the very digital oxygen we consume. He could fix quality control and build reliable cars, addressing the long-standing concerns about Tesla's build quality. But where's the fun in that? Where's the thrill of the unexpected, the audacious, the downright absurd? Elon doesn't do conventional. He thrives on pushing boundaries and defying expectations. He does disruption. He lives for it. It's the fuel that drives his relentless pursuit of innovation, even if it disrupts his own company. Sometimes, the collateral damage is just part of the process. I predict more bizarre tweets, pronouncements that leave us scratching our heads and wondering what he's been smoking. More wild promises, deadlines that will inevitably be missed, and ambitious projects that may or may not ever see the light of day. And maybe, just maybe, he'll invent something brilliant by accident, stumbling upon a revolutionary technology while trying to solve a completely different problem. Or he'll sell timeshares on Mars, offering a glimpse of the future, albeit a potentially uninhabitable one. Bring your own oxygen, because, let's face it, setting up a breathable atmosphere on Mars is probably still a few years off. My guess? The Tesla hovercar, finally fulfilling our childhood dreams of soaring above traffic, powered by hubris and investor tears, a testament to Elon's unwavering self-belief, even when the market disagrees. Or a cyborg car, seamlessly merging human and machine. That drives you to Mars against your will, because who needs free will when you can have interplanetary travel? Whatever happens, Musk will keep us entertained, whether intentionally or not, and comedians in business, providing endless material for late-night talk shows and internet memes. Here's to Elon, may his rockets fly, his cars work, even if only intermittently, and his tweets stay bonkers, because a world without Elon's bonkers tweets would be a slightly less interesting place.